Really spirited, so I help bring out the spirit that she wants out of us for this piece.
The quilts have been a huge inspiration for this piece. I saw the work of author and quilt maker Heather Williams in an exhibition, and when I saw her pieces, the colors, and I just thought, this is a performance. This is story, and I'm working with story. So I kept that in my mind, and I had a great friend, Alec Himwich. Heather was nice enough to actually lend me the quilts for a photo shoot. So these are what we call blankets or cloaks that are made with photos of Heather Williams's quilt patterns. These aren't really the quilts. And then we also have pillows, and Pamela Bond, the costume designer, is making these quilts into pieces that are set pieces for the work. So all of the color and excitement is exactly what this work is about.
What I've gotten is another vocabulary of performing, looking at the dancers and the way that Andrea can say something and they immediately know what she's talking about. But it's another language, and I've really enjoyed being a part of that.
It's kind of giving me a glimpse into like maybe company dancing and company rehearsals. I don't think I've ever rehearsed for 3 hours straight, so it is something new.
Shot him dead, I'm justified.
I shot him because of those Skittles.
Shot him dead, I'm justified.
I'm a storyteller. I love using dance to tell stories, and the fact that this is somewhat autobiographical for Andrea is just resonates with me. And then also I like the way that she's fusing African diasporic dance.
Well, this is my first, I would say, professional piece that I've done since I've graduated. So I would say that I'm bringing a lot of curiosity and a lot of just excitement.
I'm always a dancer first, but to broaden how I think about being a dancer, how I think about being an artist.
It kind of brings me back to childhood. There's a lot of wonder in the piece, and I think that I've gotten away from that. Just kind of that, just excitement to hear stories. I think that I connect with my childhood. And
personally, I bring a lot of self to this. I connect, especially with my soul part. But my favorite part, I would have to say, would be the sheroes. I like how we all come together and kind of pay homage to these powerful women as, you know, young ladies coming up ourselves. I really like that part. So we bring all a little bit of our own style and flair to it.
Shauna Tucker here. I'm talking about the amazing adventures of Grace Mabey Brown and the whole composition, choreography. We're kind of operating on telepathy. Andrea will tell me, I want sassy and blues and kind of somber and introspective, and maybe a tempo or rhythm like ga da ba da ga da ba da, and I'm getting all of that either over the phone or an email, and then she places the trust in me to translate those notes into something that will bring this story to life musically.
For this piece, I kind of start at flute, and now I'm going back to starting at visual dance and everything. So yeah, that's kind of how that works. I started playing from the flute, and then I translate it to like piano MIDI sounds, and then I do some drumming and overlap those loops and make sure they're kind of tight for the dance and movement.
So I do feel a little intimidated, but I'm in the room for some reason. Andrea saw fit to have me in the room, so that must be doing something right.
I love my cast. The women are very dynamic, very different, very diverse. There are a lot of different layers of who they are as people, where they come from as performers and how they're approaching the piece. So it's an opportunity for me to grow, to be more sensitive to how people are thinking about their bodies and moving and theater and music and voice. They don't all have the same experiences, which I love, and that makes the work richer. So I'm having a really dynamite time working with them. I think about them at 3 o'clock in the morning. I go home after rehearsal just totally revved up because I'm thinking, what are we going to do tomorrow? What are we going to do tomorrow? Up and over, up and over. That's good.
He reached for his wallet. He said, shot him dead, I'm justified. I think this work will be something really important, something that people will enjoy watching, and also they'll take home something from it. So it'll be really entertaining, but it'll also be a learning experience.
I want to take away a piece of work that, not to be too philosophical, but that transcends what I know about it, that becomes something on its own. To be in a good place is probably a lot simpler than most of us think. So I really want to contribute something positive to people's lives, but that's also incredibly thought-provoking and profound.
Order in the court. The Galaxy Court, where BS holds no weight. Here, the law is the mystic law, and it holds life to be precious, sacred, and true.
I shot him because of what he was wearing. Shot him dead, I'm justified.
I shot him because of those skills.
Shot him dead, I'm justified.
I shot him because of what he was drinking.
Shot him dead, I'm justified.
Shot him because of that music he listens to.
Shot him dead, I'm justified.
I shot him because of the color of his
Jacket, his sneakers, that hoodie. Shot him dead, I'm justified.
he reached for
His wallet, his cell. Shot him dead, I'm justified.
Shot him because of the neighborhood he lives in, doesn't live in.
Or should go back to.
Thought I put on my taser to tase him? It was my gun, so I shot him dead.
But I'm justified. Shot him dead, I'm justified. Why do you care?
Why do you care? I care because he could have been my son.
I care because he could have been my brother or my friend.
I care because when my godson goes to the store, I want him to come back.
I care because his skin color shouldn't make him a target. I care because I want my son to live.
I do care that his right to live is systematically violated, and violence on him is systematically excused. The galaxy values her treasures. Spread the word. Spread the word. Hunting